Make the background damp with clean water. Make sure there are no puddles formed. I'm using a size 6 brush for this step. Dilute the purple color and use it as the first wash. Let's slowly darken the colors on the upper sides. We are trying to paint a graded sky which is darker at the upper sides and lighter on the lower sides. I'm mixing Payne's Grey with purple to make a darker wash, and I'm using this mixture to paint the upper layers. Without adding water, gently drag the brush downwards. As you can see, since this is a 300 GSM paper, the paper is still damp and I'm able to paint multiple layers without the paper buckling. I'm darkening the upper layers a little bit more. As we know, watercolors dry lighter. This will dry much lighter than what we see now. Allow the background to dry completely, and I'm using a rigger brush from Princeton to paint the branches. This rigger brush has become one of my favorite brushes because it has long bristles which are thin. It is best for pulling branches and small twigs. I'm using this brush to paint the branches. Use a mix of Payne's Grey, Van Dyke Brown and Sepia to paint the branches. If you do not have these colors, you can start with the colors that are available with you. I'm using a size 3 round brush from White Nights to make the branches on the left side a little more thicker. This brush has a beautiful pointed tip, so you will be able to pull thin lines with this brush as well. You can continue to fill the page with more branches, some of it thick and some of it thin. I'm using a rigger brush again to pull a few more branches on the lower sides of the painting. This brush is from Princeton and they are synthetic as well. If you do not have this brush, you can use the smallest size brush that you are having with you for this step. I'm using a white Posca marker to draw the moon. Posca markers are opaque and they sit beautifully on watercolors. I'm using a crescent-shaped moon for this painting. You can try a full moon or even a half moon. I'm using yellow to give a little glow to the moon. I guess it has become a little darker, so I'm going to adjust that with a little more of white. Gently remove the masking tape from all the four corners. And here is our completed painting. Do give this easy painting a try and do tag me on Instagram if you recreate this painting. Thank you so much for watching. See you again in the next video. Here are some videos I thought you might find interesting to watch next.